Born with the courage of an eagle, the strength of a black tiger, and the power of a god. This was the tagline used to sell the Beastmaster to an eager audience in 1982. Don Coscarelli, flush with cash from the success of the Phantasm film, was looking for a new project, one that would bring him back to the days of his youth, to his love of the sword and sandal genre films from Italy, typically involving Hercules. The film is loosely based on a science fiction novel from 1959 by Andre Norton, who was largely dismissive of the film, hating it. The novel takes place in a post-apocalyptic setting, involves mutant animals. It really doesn't have much to do with what this film became. And what it became is awesome. It's gorgeously filmed by John Abbott, the cinematographer, most well known for his work with Stanley Kubrick on the films 2001: A Space Odyssey and Clockwork Orange, as well as winning an Academy Award for the film Barry Lyndon. Between Beastmaster and the film he did 2 years later, Greystoke, The Legend of Tarzan, I imagine he pretty much undid any reputation he may have developed for being an artist. But joking aside, the movie is wonderful. The aerial photography is great. It's well worth a look. To really feast on the sand. You can almost see the dirt bike trails of Southern California just off screen. As a boy, I would often pick up a stick and stand on a precipice and swing it around my head and pretend to be Mark Singer. Now, Mark Singer was an interesting choice for the lead in The Beastmaster. The same year Conan the Barbarian came out, as well as Mad Max, The Road Warrior, and their grim attitudes and dark, almost dour senses of humor separate them in many ways from the affable Mark Singer, who's a friendly barbarian. He's the kind of guy you'd want to hang out with. Conan may or may not kick your ass. The Beastmaster, well, he'll slap your back. He's a good dude. And he plays a good dude. He's got a California charm and piercing blue eyes. Now, the counter to this is, of course, Rip Torn as the evil wizard Max. Now, keep in mind, this is Rip Torn, not Rip Taylor. Rip Torn, not Rip Taylor. Strange to think of him later on the Larry Sanders Show. Now, on hindsight, this would look about as ill-advised as hiring Jack Palance to play the villain in Hawk the Slayer. But Rip Torn plays the role with dignity. He never seems like he's going to wink at you or nudge somebody. The entire cast actually doesn't really play it for laughs. They play it for fun, and I think it really comes through. The movie was shown time and time again on TBS throughout the 1980s, so much in fact that many of us refer to TBS as the Beastmaster station, and it inspired 2 terrible sequels and a god-awful television program. But the original is still worth watching time and again. And I hope you guys enjoy it as much as I do, and I hope you can look between the cracks and between the stripes spray-painted over on the tiger to see the film that I love. Enjoy! And if there's still a tip cauldron out, throw a buck or 2 in.